Good morning. Some chair yoga this morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, I think it's time for us to get some chair yoga going this morning. Let me just move us around a little bit. Everything looks good. Sometime. Happy Monday, Labor Day. Another day. It's getting a little breezy. Gonna blow some clouds in or clouds away, not sure which yet. Good morning. Good morning, Marie. John. Good morning, John. Good Monday morning. Yeah, it's really just another day. The only thing I really miss this weekend was the Blackberry Festival. Going and getting blackberry everything that I can think of. Maybe I'll have to go to the store and see if I can get some blackberry wine, just 'cause would have been the day that go and have little blackberry stuff. Hope you all are doing well this morning. Here we are into September. Feels pretty good. Everything's pretty dry though, even though we've had a couple of rains. So let's get started. Little shoulder roll. Oh, and I should say hello to Betty. Thank you, Betty. I got your check. Jeanette's watching. Hi, Jeanette. Thank you, Betty. Got the check in the mail, so that was, no worries there. And hopefully you are watching too. And let's see who else we're missing. Elaine. If you're out there, Elaine, come on down. And Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Nice. So yeah, we'll get our yoga going. I just wanted to make sure I got everybody, hit everybody up, make sure we're all together so then we can get started. Sounds good. All right. So a little shoulder roll. We just want to feel the back. Just feeling very contemplative today. These last couple of days, just, sitting quietly and just thinking about things, thinking about the future and what that looks like for myself and for others. So just enjoying a little bit of that. Let's just sit and breathe, Feel lots of lift up through the spine, of course. We want the spine to be energized. Open up all those energy pathways. Just the rhythm of your own breathing. So we're breathing, we're listening, start to fill up the belly. So a little more of belly breaths, expanding, contracting through those lower abdominals. We'll let the chin drop down to the chest, ear to shoulder one side, and down and across, ear to shoulder other side. And then just an easy side to side. And we'll bring it back to center. And chin around to the shoulder. So gentle rotating around, trying to keep the shoulders still. And center, squeeze those shoulders up by the ears, squeeze and release. Again, squeeze it. So drawing the shoulders up tight and then a big release, almost like you're pushing your shoulders down. Again, up and release. And again, squeeze and release. And then just press, pushing those shoulders down into the back. A little more lift of the sternum. Let's go for a little twist. Looking around to the back, coming around the other side, little twist. And side. One more. And center. Will come forward if you need a little support. Pull the belly button in, rolling up. Reset the shoulders. Inhale. Expand. Inhale. And expand. Just feeling the arms and a little bit of resistance through the arms. So like pushing through the air that's thick, a little resistance. We got one more. Press those palms back. We'll bring them forward. Lift the heels. So we got fingers and toes. So working through the hands and working through the feet. Just to get the blood moving, a little circulation, ankles, toes, fingers, and wrists. And we'll bring the palms in, a little press. Extra movement through the wrist and the hands. This one's nice because the top hand is gently pressing the bottom hand. Top hand, gently press. So you're trying to relax the bottom hand a little bit so you can get a little more stretch through the wrist and through the fingers, but gently. And then center, a little rotation through the forearms. And we'll open it up, draw the elbows back. Very open across the chest, stretch. And then we'll bring it in, wrap it, big hug, contract, tighten up the belly. And rolling up, elbows reach, open, and floating down. Let those arms come around the back, grab a hold of your chair. And we'll lean forward, getting a little squeeze between the shoulder blades. So you can reach out with the chin, open up through the throat, sticking out your chin. And then we'll tuck the chin, looking down at the feet, a little side to side, head. And come on up. Inhale. Expand. Inhale. Airplane. Come forward with the chest. Flatten the back. Inhale. Reach. We'll bring it down the center. Press. A little twist. Coming around. A little twist. And center, coming forward, folding. Rolling right up. Let's work those legs a little bit. We'll open it up. Hips. Always takes a little longer to get my hips warming up, so this is good. Just to open a little press, almost like your knees are resisting the hands. So you're pressing in and pushing out at the same time. If you want to come up, do a little lift. Get those hips up off the chair. Pressing into the feet. Just moving the ribs right over the hips a little bit, loose. And we'll walk those feet in. 1 foot. Get the ankles, see how that ankle's feeling. If you want to let it go. So make sure you got your hips towards the edge of the chair. We'll lean back, lift from the chest, engaging quads and abdominals. I'm going to bring it in, other side. So knee, feels good on the ankles, some circulation. Do a little running this weekend and that feels good on the ankles. And bring it in. Inhale, reach. Expand. Inhale. Airplane. Palms come forward. Lift the heels. We'll let those heels drop, palms coming in, a little twist. Inhale, twist. Center coming forward, folding. And rolling it up. Reset the shoulders, legs. Open it up. Pressing into the feet. Trying to get some lift through the pelvic floor, lower abdominals. Lots of lift. Concentrating on lifting those deeper muscles. And we'll settle, bring it in. Shoulders, just another moment to breathe. And then we'll turn it, rotate that leg around, let it lengthen out behind you, giving the front of the hip a little time here. This is one of the spots where we don't really get to stretch just the stuff that we do every day. So taking some time to lengthen the front of the thigh, letting the leg reach back so that the knee is right in line with the hip and the shoulder. And if we're gently pressing the hips forward with a little bit of energy, they'll give you a little more stretch, which is just enough. We don't have to go any farther unless you want to. You can add the arm if you'd like. That brings it up through the ribs. And we'll bring it in. Let's switch sides. So just taking your time, because we're still warming, but moving and warming is always a good option. So knee right below the hip right under the shoulder. Gently drawing the hip forward with a little press. Or adding the arm, inhale. And we'll bring it in. Coming back to center. Inhale up. Expand and open. Inhale, airplane, forward, flatten out the spine. So from the tailbone right to the top of the head, inhale, reach. We'll bring the palms in, press. Let's get a little twist again, easy. Right through the waist and center. I guess we're ready to come on up and get a little more standing stuff. Let's do it. Come on up. We'll move that chair just a little forward or off to the side if that feels better. Working the feet, ankles, toes. So pressing up onto the balls of the feet, you really feel your calves doing the work to hold you up there. Strengthen our ankles, making sure that our feet are in good shape. Very important, keeping us going, keeping us active, that our feet are in good shape. Rocking back on the heels, wiggle your toes. And then we'll open up the feet a little bit. Just a little transfer from one foot to the other. So you feel that right in your hips. So pushing into one foot, kind of lean, and then pushing into the other foot, a little lean. So this opposite hip is doing a little of the work. So we want to loosen it up, get things circulating. Right in the center, inhale, expand, fingers flying back, inhale up. Airplane, push your hips back, flatten out the spine, feel your feet. So the knees don't buckle in, the knees stay right over the toes. Inhale. Right down the center, some energy, press. And then we'll bring those palms out, open them up. Right out to the side, a little tip. So using your core, you can use the leg here or even the chair. Center, palms up, extend, other side. So leg, hip, chair, and center. Press those palms back. So you can just let your arms fly back, or if you want a little interlace, squeeze the shoulders, activate the back muscles, flat back coming forward, just like your airplane, but the arms rest on your back. So think about the back of the neck, right down the spine to the tailbone. Scoop out the belly, come on up, stretch those legs, a little baby back bend. So tighten up your bottom. A little lift of the chin. Engaging lower abdominals. And recover. Nice. Inhale. Expand. Inhale. Airplane. Inhale up. Palms coming in, press, and a little side to side. We'll work this with a little flow. So starting just in your namaste, hands at heart center, inhale up, step open, expand, inhale. Airplane, push the hips back. So again, knees over the toes. Inhale, reach. Palms coming in, we'll transfer that weight over to one foot. And a little balance. So taking your time here to find your center. If you want to bring that foot up, you can, or just lifting the knee. And we'll bring it in. Let's head back. Inhale. Expand. Inhale. Airplane. Inhale up. And we'll bring it in. Bring that foot. Take a moment. My umbrella's fallen over out here. It's a little crazy windy out there this morning. And bring it in. Inhale. Expand. Inhale. Airplane. Reach. And we'll bring it in. Balance. Using those toes, a little kickstand there. Just trying to be balanced on one leg. And we'll bring it in. Inhale. Expand. Airplane. Bring it in. Balancing. A little quicker. And heading back. Nice. Bring it in. Let's walk those hips back. Nice long spine here. You can let the head go. Walk through the hips a little bit. And then we'll walk it up. Nice big shoulder roll. Just loosening through the neck and the shoulders. One leg stepping back. Just a little bit of our warrior one. So I use a chair for a little bit of guidance because I want the hips and the shoulders to be squared off with the chair. And then just your lunge, knee over the toes. You can bring the palms in. If you need more of the chair, you can always bring it in and step right in front between the legs. And then that way you just get a little bit of a lunge, but you've got more support. Now the hands can be heart center, if you want to take them up high or open. We're really just trying to open up the chest and the shoulders, keeping the core strong. Just squaring those hips off towards the chair. And then a little bit of transfer of that foot to the front. Putting some weight right on it. toes out the back, but again, keeping your hips and shoulders squared. If you want to lift the back leg, using the chair or a little extension here, reaching out. Just working that strength and a little balance. And then we'll bring it down, step back. Again, just working your lunge. Hips, shoulders. And we'll step together. Feet right underneath of the hips. Loosen up those hips, and then other side. Stepping back. Right amount of lunge for you. Hips, shoulders squared off. Pressing into that front foot. And again, arms can be up high, or if you want to just keep it open through the chest. Couple of breaths. And then ready to transfer the weight, plant that front foot, transfer, push, and then that back foot can either stay low, or if you want to start to tip it forward, a little balance, one arm here or the other arm here. Trying to flatten out the hips. And then we'll reach back, plant that foot. Again, just easy warrior one. And then we'll come back together. Feet, inhale. Big reach, expand, fingers flying back. Palms come forward. Let's move right into our chair. So reaching back with the hips, weight right in the heels. Really feel the legs, quads working. Wiggle your toes a little bit. And then we'll stretch and come forward. Forward fold. Give yourself a moment in your forward fold. Scooping out the belly, scoop, scoop. And lots of length right across this lower back area. Use the chair, roll it up one vertebra at a time. Come on up. Big shoulder roll. Nice, we're going to open it up here. Go a little wide for our sunflowers. So fairly wide with the feet, toes are turned out. Inhale. Exhale, scoop, inhale up. So our sunflowers are always good because we get that bigger movement. Even if you need to hang on to the chair for support, you can still get nice big movement, or even seated. It's all about our breathing. Keep it going. Couple more. Up to the top. Big reach, extend, and then coming into your sun goddess. So we're going to bend the knees. You can always use a chair right there for support. So we're trying to open up the knees and draw in through the belly so that the hips sink right over your heels. Hips sink right over the heels. We'll inhale, stretch. Exhale, press. Can always add a little more just by letting go or opening up the arms and the chest. Inhale, reach. And exhale, one more. Feel those hips sinking, and we'll stretch. Feet, let's push the heels out. That just makes us a little bit wider. So we've got some strength through the inner thighs. But feel your feet, so maybe a little bit of movement. Hips, loosen it up. And then coming forward, stick out your chin. Open up the eyes. Who said it could be all windy today? And looks like it's coming from the north. All right, ready to come up. We're still pretty wide here. Let's go right into our warriors. So 1 foot, arm. Bring that other arm around. A little lunge. Yep, pressing into the front heel. So just enough where you really feel your heel pushing in. You can always use a chair for support. Trying to keep the chest open. Fingers. And then we'll inhale, reach, stretch the legs straight. Exhale, press. And again, inhale, reach. And exhale, press. Nice, one more. Stretch, reach, and we'll bring the palms in, stretch that leg straight. Toes coming in, hips centered, and then other side. So toes, arm, warrior two on the other side. And again, just enough. Press into that front heel. Get some real strength, some energy through that front leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. And each time you come down, make sure the knee is going right over the toes. We don't want it to collapse in. We want it straight ahead. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. And one more. Feel that good alignment. And we'll bring the palms in, stretch those legs straight. Let's go toes around to the front. We still got fairly wide here. Let's get one more. Lots of reach up to the top, and then we'll come forward. So if you want to use the back of the chair, you can use the seat of the chair, you can come all the way down towards the floor or block here. Usually the seat of the chair is about good height. Again, just trying to loosen up the hips. You can take the chest over to one side, take the chest over towards the other side. See how that feels through the hips, lower back, get a little extra stretch. And then we'll center it, come on up, right up to the top, arms. Open the chest, we'll tip it over. Reaching up, reaching down. Inhale and side. Reaching up and reaching down. And center. Let's bring those feet in. So walk those feet right back underneath. Inhale up, expand. Inhale, airplane, pushing the hips back. And then palms come forward into chair. So reaching back with the hips, weight in the heels. Pulling in through the lower belly. We'll bring the palms in and stretch. A little balance. Right up onto the toes. And then we'll let those heels drop. We're going to walk it back again. So again, if you need more support, hips, trying to get a little stretch up through the outside of the leg. So by bending one knee and keeping the other leg straight, it lets the hip tip, stretches all the way up the side. And then switch it. Center, walk it in. Nice big shoulder roll. And then we'll do a little bit of our tree. So a little bit of tree. Of course, you always have the support. Working a little balance. Really feeling that supporting leg pressing down into the floor. Feeling the whole foot. And we're ready to switch. Other leg, heel to ankle, or bringing that foot up a little bit. A little balance. Centered. And we'll bring it in. Nice. We're going to come down, have a seat. Come around. Get your bottom right in the chair again. Let's see how everybody's doing. Oh, good morning, Elaine. So glad you could join us. All right. Looks good. We've got ourselves seated again. From here, just seated nice and tall. We're still out towards the edge of the chair a little bit so that we can use the legs. We can do a little more stretch. But just taking that moment to really feel your back. Let the shoulders drop back, the chin in. drawing in through the belly, that support for the spine that goes all the way up. One leg coming in, little ankle circle. If you want to let go, more strength through the belly. Even if there is layers of gushy stuff on top, there's strength underneath. Strength underneath. And then we'll bring it in. So our seated pigeon, and just moving that ankle wherever you need it on the top of the thigh here. Sometimes it feels better when the heel's up a little closer, you get a deeper stretch. Sometimes it needs to be down a little more. So you decide. And we'll bring the chest forward. This is the best stretch for our lower back, opening up. If you have any kind of sciatic nerve, anything that in the lower back, this is the best stretch, especially if you're warmed up, like we're warmed up towards the end of our session here. And then you can open up that whole lower back area. Get everything circulating and moving. Think about long spine. So I'm kind of reaching out with the top of the head as I come forward. It's not just about how far I can bend. It's really just about lengthening the spine. Keeping the knee, just a little bit of pressure. And we'll come on up. Let's do a little twist. Looking back. And release. Let's bring those feet down. Other side. Knee, ankle. A little bit of release, a little bit of work. Tighten it up. And we'll bring it in, open. So again, wherever you need that foot, right on the top of the thigh, ankle. And drawing the head out and the spine long. Just giving yourself some time here. Breathing. And we'll come on up, a little twist. And release. Bring it down, feet, hips, shoulders. And we'll sit back in the chair a little more. Just take a few moments here to go down through the body, just like a little body scan all the way down to the toes, to the fingers. And just making sure, just checking in. If we feel some tension or some place that we're hanging on to, cares and worries, tension builds up, we'll let it go. Soft eyes, listening to your breathing. And we'll let the chin drop, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Just that easy side to side. And we'll bring it just centered. So ears, shoulders, hips, knees, right over the ankles. Bringing the palms in, heart center. Some gratitude, being thankful for all that we have and all that we are. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for supporting me and going on this journey with me, as strange as it is. It's actually gotten pretty normal now, but it started out like, oh no, what is this? But it's pretty good. I'm glad we're here at least. And sometime soon we'll all get back together, so no worries. Peace. Namaste. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Again, just liking the Facebook page and sharing the videos. There's a little button underneath where you can just share, and it just goes onto your Facebook page on your feed and other people see it. So it kind of grows as people see more of what we're doing. So if you can do that, that helps a lot to get more of us. And I have my YouTube channel, which is fun. It's interesting. We'll see, how good I am at putting videos. I've just been putting some of my yoga videos on there, but I plan on just doing some other fun, weird stuff, just out and about. So I'll send out some emails and put a link to the new YouTube channel, which always has, chair yoga and regular yoga on there as well. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Enjoy your day. Bye for now.